A darker coat, a better driver, and a more refined tuning. But is it still a classic? Hello and thank you for clicking on this video where I'll be sharing my experience on the DUNU Kima Classic. This is apparently a slight revision of the original DUNU Kima, which I do not have, but let's see if this version stands out. But before we begin, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Sebastian and DUNU once again for this opportunity. But as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own and are not influenced by any parties. And if you've been enjoying my content, please do consider hitting that like and subscribe button. That'll help the channel a lot and I thank you all for your support. Now, let's talk accessories. DUNU provides you with 3 sets of interchangeable ear tips, including the SNS ear tips, which is becoming my new favorite ear tip set, a cleaning cloth to wipe dirt off your IAM, a cleaning tool, a 6.4mm adapter, and a carrying case to carry all of your accessories in bright, striking orange. And my goodness, this case is a little too striking for my liking, and I really don't like this quarter opening, and I'm almost tempted to cut the sides off so I can open it in full. But either way, all these accessories are for $99. DUNU is truly setting the standard for accessory giving, so well done DUNU. And I hope this continues for all releases. The cable itself is quite nice as well. It's a translucent dark grey plastic-like tube in triple weave, and it feels solid and sturdy while not being overly thick. As for the design of the IAMs themselves, if you got the original Kima, then the design remains largely the same aside from having a darker grey color on the Kima Classic. So if you liked how the Kima looked originally, then this will feel right at home. For first timers like me looking at this, I think it's simplistic, and I like the dark powder coated finish on the IAM, though I'd have no idea what Criz faction is, and googling it yields little to no results, so kinda wish we just got DUNU's logo on it instead of this. For fit and comfort, it's got the right curves on the shell, it's relatively compact, so all in all, I could wear this for hours no problem. And it's a typical experience as with any other single dynamic driver IAM. Let's talk about sound. For bass slam and impact is actually quite punchy. Its attack does sound a little bit on the slower side, which makes it feel a little sluggish, but if you're talking about wanting bass in your IAM, the Criz faction is all about that bass. There's a bit of rumble, but doesn't go as deep as I would have liked them to. All in all, it's enough to keep bass hits satisfied, but just coming from the Falcon Ultra, that clean and punchy bass note from the Ultra affirms the Kima Classic at its spot in this price category. For mid-range, the overall presentation is on the forward side. Vocals, instruments, they sound quite close to you, where on certain tracks it's a little bit on the shouty side for me. I think the Kima Classic is best suited for intimate, softer tracks because all those screaming tracks, because of how they are screaming right at your ear, you're going to want to take a break. However, these kind of presentations help bring the details from the background music, but the vocal still remains as the highlight, and it's front and center and stands in forefront. For treble, there's enough treble highs for vocal clarity and openness, yet it maintains its smoothness, at least for me. It doesn't sound too piercing nor harsh, yet there's enough treble extension to bring the air to instruments. Trumpets sound open and clear. Its attack is distinct. I'm not sure if it's the ear tips or I'm too used to sharp treble, but I would actually recommend this IAM to treble sensitive people because I feel it gives a preview through the veil of bright presentations without crossing to that region. For technicalities, left and right imaging is actually pretty good for its price point due to how forward the sound is. While it creates a very closed-in kind of soundstage, details are at least more easily heard, though on really busy tracks, getting all those information coming at you, it's like watching a show with your face an inch away from the screen. There's enough separation between sounds that it doesn't feel like a blob of sound being mashed into your ear, which is good, and if you like to eat your cake in one bite, then welcome to the Criz faction. So in summary, the Kima Classic does enough to justify its place in this price category and not over eclipsing the Falcon Ultra. I feel the DUNU Kima Classic at $99 is setting the bar on how an IAM should be presented in a package in terms of look, feel, and accessories provided. And for intimate sounding tracks, something like Norah Jones, this will be the IAM of choice, at least for me. But for libraries with very busy tracks, then the Kima Classic might be a bit too much for people. However, this is based on one man's opinion, and I'm curious to know yours. What do you think of the Kima Classic, and will you be considering this in your collection? Comment below, let me know, and once again thank you to Sebastian and DUNU for this opportunity, and until the next experience, take care and happy listening.